Hello traders, today is the 22nd of December. My name is Neville Hornsey, market analyst for YouTrading. And today I'll be taking a look at the pound versus the yen. Okay, the first thing I want to do is look at the YouTrading.com Forex Heat Map, and we can see that the pound here is green versus the red yen. So there's relative strength in the pound versus the yen, and we want to be going long the pound and short the Japanese yen. Going to a monthly chart on the pound versus the yen, you can see here that price is essentially moving up to the 152.50. And if we just sort of zoom out, that level has been a pivot level for many years now. So now if we go down to a daily time frame, we can see that price did test that previous level of support, which became resistance on the 16th of December. So this current move up is going to be testing it again for the second time. And if you look to the left, there's no guarantee that the bulls are going to get through it, but obviously today's got relative strength in the pound. So if that was to continue into tomorrow, maybe we could get above and then into this balance area and just see if we can test that. All right, so I'm going to look at using a trend following system. And with that, I'm going to use Donchian channels, and I'm going to use two different ones. So I've got a look back period of 20 and then a look back period of 50. So the 50 is kind of like a multi-time frame analysis versus the 20. And when the 20 and the 50 kind of line up with price action, then that's when we can go long or short. Currently, you can see here that the 20 period look back is sort of descending towards the price action, whereas the 50 is the upper bound is still relatively high up. So these are diverging from each other. And what we want to do is get long when the 20 meets the 50, and then we can go higher with momentum on a breakout. Now, Richard Donchian, he was a trader. He was born in 1905, and he was trading commodities and futures. And he came up with the Donchian channels to basically keep him in a trend following system. Now, this system then became more infamous with the turtle trading system. So if you want to learn more about Donchian channels and trend following systems, then maybe look up the turtle trading system or just go back to Richard's work from previous years. All right, so on a daily chart, can't really do much. We're going to be looking at going straight into this area of resistance. Maybe that would cause a reversal tomorrow and we would come back down. So if that was to happen, the 20 period look back is actually in line with the 50 to the downside. So if we were to get a break lower, then that would actually be cause a good call really for a move to the downside, especially if we could actually take out a new lower low. So here we had rising lower bounds, then they met, then we had a bit of a push down, we had a breakdown here. So that was the first attempt at a short that we could have gone into, but obviously we got stopped out. Then bullish momentum returned, so we've got long. And then you can see that coming back down here, anyone that was long may have been stopped out around the 152.50, or they could maybe still be in. If their stop was down here when they broke out, they could maybe just have scraped through this recent drawdown. So to the downside, maybe a bit easier at the moment because the indicators line up. Price action looks like it might have faked out to the upside, so could be breaking out to the downside in the future. But for now, well, for today, while we're talking about there being relative strength in the pound versus the yen, and we're aware that we're nearing this 152.50. If we go down to, say, a 30-minute chart, we can see that we could do some sort of intraday breakout scalps or small trend following. So 21st of December, yesterday, London Open, we had the green 20 period look back, meet the 50. Then we had a breakout to the upside, and you can see that we've had a small trend to the upside relative to the 30-minute period time frame. Today, that has continued. So again, Asia Pac session here, London Open, breakout to the upside, and traders got long. And obviously their target, as far as I'm concerned, is back up to the 152.50. So there's a chance that we could get one more break up to the upside. If that was to happen, risk to reward, your entry would be there, your target would be there. So your risk, if you're going for a 1 to 2, would have to be all the way up around here. So again, it is intraday, it's a small time frame, so you could possibly be making, 30 pips to the upside, or you could wait and then, wait for a higher time frame breakout to the upside. So assuming that on the 4 hour, this 20 period look back meets the green 50 period look back, and we get a breakout, then the breakout level would be there. Your risk may be either at the 20 period look back indicator, or you could go all the way back down to here. If you were to sort of widen your stops, then you'd have to target all the way up to the top here. So that would take you all the way up to 159, the big figure. And if you look left, that would basically sort of see prices pop out, this, take out the liquidity up there. So that's, quite a good trade on the 4 hourly chart. But we need to get through this 152.50 level, like I said. And that might prove trickier than anything else. In which case, a big sort of reversal today into tomorrow, wait for a breakdown to the sort of lower side. And then we could be looking for a short, which would mean we get short here. Stop would be up there. And then to the downside, 1 to 2, take us down to around the 143. All right. I hope that makes sense. And I'll speak to you again tomorrow.